Well, greetings, Liberty students. We're entering into week 6 with only 2 more to go after this week. Trust your studies are going well and you're enjoying the course. Right about now might be a time when you're wondering about whether you've got the right stuff. Well, read the devotional. I think you'll find they'll be encouraging. Just a quick overview of this week. You've got the overview of the book of Romans to date there and the announcement. Also, this week you've got your required readings in your textbooks and in the Bible. And also you've got a presentation to watch on the sovereignty of God. And you've got test 3 to take. Do use any extra time you have this week to be working on your research paper. I'll be grading your thesis statements this week and trying to get those back to you as soon as possible so you can brush those up if they need more attention. And then you've got your topic, you've got your bibliography started, and you've got your thesis statement. I just said bibliography started. You ought not to look at your bibliography as you submitted to me as necessarily complete, but as a beginning. And in many cases, I gave comments that not many of the sources were necessarily coming from the book of Romans. Keep in mind that the focus of your topic, whichever of the 3 topics you chose, needs to be on the book of Romans. Obviously, you'll be pulling from other passages of Scripture as well, but just be sure that your focus is on the book of Romans' contribution to your topic. Well, enough said on that. Also, next week, in week 7, you'll have your book review to write, so be sure to look at any documents on that. Both for your research paper and for your book review, be sure to read the instructions. Be sure to look over the grading rubric that I'll be using to grade those. Those are all in the assignment instructions section of the first folder in the course content. You can get access to all of that, so be sure to look those over and adjust your writing in the content of your papers accordingly. Doing so should reap some really good grades. I know grades are important, and I understand that, but good grades should reflect good learning. They don't always, but we want them to. So be sure you do due diligence in doing your work, and you'll reap the reward. Well, that's really about all there is this week. Trust you're enjoying your study of the book of Romans. I've gotten some really nice comments from some of you to that end. Also, be aware that coming up, probably in next week's announcement, I'll start highlighting this. But there'll be a course evaluation we'll want you to fill out when the course is nearing completion. So I'll be thinking of that as you reflect on the course, things you've learned, the value of the course, my interaction with you, just everything about it. Because we want to be perpetually improving both our professors' teaching, that would be me, as well as the course content itself, if we can. And your input as students is very important to Liberty University in that regard. Well, thank you again for your work this week. I look forward to grading the work turned in and trust you'll enjoy the work that's before you this week. God bless.